clues to spot the narcissist, phrases, red flags, and how to deal. Hello everyone. Today we'll be exploring the complex world of narcissistic behavior by looking at example conversations. If you've ever felt subtly diminished, let down, or ignored when speaking with someone, this video is for you. We'll be examining the precise phrases and reactions narcissists use to control, criticize, and manipulate others. My aim is to help you comprehend these harmful dynamics so you can decide whether to establish boundaries, recover from past wounds, or detach completely. If this subject captures your interest, be sure to like and subscribe for more revealing content. Also share your thoughts in the comments. Which narcissistic statements resonated with you? What responses have you gotten from narcissists in your own life? I look forward to discussing further with you all. From my observations, it's evident that narcissists have egos as fragile as soap bubbles, with a tendency to hurt others despite their lack of depth. They adeptly seize the spotlight, seeking validation without offering anything substantive themselves. But awareness is power, so let's delve in and illuminate these shadowy manipulation tactics. Knowledge is the first step to reclaiming our freedom and calm. Now let's explore some specific examples. I'm going to walk through conversations between two people, person A who is seeking connection and person B who responds using various narcissistic tactics. Pay close attention to the precise wording used by person B. You may notice manipulation patterns that sound uncomfortably familiar. The key is learning to decode the unhealthy dynamics at play so you can better advocate for your needs. My hope is that these examples shine a light on toxic, narcissistic behaviors so you feel empowered to establish boundaries and find healthier relationships. When you've been subjected to narcissism, it can skew your sense of what's normal. You might minimize red flags or blame yourself. That self-doubt is the narcissist's greatest tool, but you can reclaim your self-worth with understanding. So let's walk through some scenarios together and unpack them on the other side. First up, misdirection and misremembering. Example 1.
Remember when we planned that movie night together?
Don't think I ever agreed to that. You must be imagining things.
Callously denies the plan and implies person A is delusional. Example 2.
You said you'd help clean the house this weekend.
I never made any such commitment. Stop putting words in my mouth.
Coldly rejects the agreement and accuses person A of lying. Example 3.
We talked about going to that event together.
I have no interest in that event. I already scheduled other plans for that night.
Heartlessly disregards the previous discussion and does as they please. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Epictetus. When faced with such callous misdirection, it's best not to argue about the past. Accept that they have a different perception. Calmly restate your recollection, express how their denial makes you feel, and try to move forward productively. Getting caught up in proving who said what leads nowhere positive. Shifting focus and minimizing. Example 1.
I feel hurt when you call me names.
Don't be so dramatic. I was just joking around. You're too sensitive.
Cruelly brushes off concerns and blames person AE. Example 2.
I feel lonely when you ignore me all day.
Stop being so needy and clingy. I need my personal time.
Viciously shifts blame and disregards person A's feelings. Example 3.
I feel unheard when you constantly interrupt me.
I'm just contributing to the conversation. Don't be so insecure.
Heartlessly frames rude behavior as a positive trait. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. When minimized, focus on holding your boundaries calmly and firmly. Don't let their blame shift impact your self-worth. Remind them how their actions affect you and emphasize working together to find solutions. Emotional roller coaster and guilt trips. Example 1.
We need to discuss something that's bothering me.
I'm not in the mood right now. You couldn't understand anyways.
withdraws coldly to avoid accountability. Example 2.
I'm tired of feeling anxious around you.
How dare you attack me like that? I give so much to this relationship.
Viciously guilts and gaslights person AE. Example 3.
I'm thinking of leaving if things don't get better.
You can't abandon me. I'll fall apart without you.
Desperately clutches with no regard for person A's needs. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind. Marcus Aurelius refused to get drawn into drama and ultimatums. Calmly reaffirm your right to raise issues and set boundaries. If needed, take space to reflect before responding. Tend first to your inner tranquility, then address the situation mindfully. Inflated importance and dismissive empathy. Example 1.
Oh, I'm feeling overwhelmed with work lately.
Stressful job? Honey, don't even get me started on my day. You have no idea the pressure I deal with.
O. Minimizes person A's struggles by comparing them to their own exaggerated version. O. Focuses on self-importance while offering dismissive empathy. Example 2.
I'm feeling anxious about my upcoming presentation.
Oh, that's nothing compared to the public speaking I do for my job. It's nerve-wracking, but I always manage to impress the crowd.
One-ups their anxiety and shifts focus to their own accomplishments. Example 3.
I'm so heartbroken about my friend's recent loss.
Yeah, it's sad, but at least they're not going through what I went through when I lost my job last year. That was a real tragedy.
Minimizes their pain by comparing it to their own experiences. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Epictetus. Lead by example. Demonstrate genuine empathy that you wish to see in the world. Superiority and condescension. Example 1.
I'm thinking of taking an art class.
That's cute, but art requires real talent that can't be taught. Maybe try something more basic.
Patronizing tone while asserting their superior skills. Example 2.
I'm excited to cook a fancy dinner for friends this weekend.
Sounds ambitious for a novice cook like you. Be sure to follow the recipes exactly, and maybe it'll turn out decent.
Backhanded compliment implying person A can't succeed without strict guidance. Example 3.
I'm so happy I was offered this job promotion.
With the job market these days, they probably just had to settle. But congrats anyways. I'm sure you'll manage.
Minimizes accomplishments and implies role is undeserved. Caretake this moment. Immerse yourself in its particulars. Respond to this person, this challenge, this deed. Quit evasions. Stop giving yourself needless trouble. It is time to really live, to fully inhabit the situation you happen to be in now. Epictetus. Focus on living presently when patronized. Do not define yourself by their egotistical diminishing of your worth. Lack of empathy and self-absorption. Example 1.
My pet just died, and I'm devastated.
That's life. You'll get over it. Anyways, let me tell you about my big project at work this week.
Changes topic to self without offering comfort. Example 2.
My doctor said I need to get surgery.
Well, I'm headed out for a luxurious vacation for the next month. Don't have too much fun without me.
Focuses on self-indulgence with no concern for person AE. Example 3.
My parent was just diagnosed with a serious illness.
Sorry to hear that. But enough about that. Check out this great award I just won. Redirects to brag instead of listening.
People find pleasure in different ways. I find it in keeping my mind clear, in not turning away from people or the things that happen to them. Marcus Aurelius. Strive to remain empathetic yourself when confronted with selfishness. Keep an open and understanding perspective. Control and jealousy. Example 1.
I'm going out to dinner with some old friends tonight.
No, you're not. You know I don't like when you go out without me.
possessive and controlling. Example 2.
My coworker invited me to join their birthday celebration.
I forbid it. Don't get too friendly with your colleagues.
Jealous and domineering. Example 3.
I might visit my family out of town this weekend.
Absolutely not. Your place is here with me. I decide where you go.
Demands complete control over person A's life. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus Aurelius. Their controlling behavior cannot disturb your inner freedom and autonomy. You have the power to perceive the situation wisely. Exploitation and devaluation. Example 1.
Can you help me move this weekend since you have a truck?
I'm too busy for that. Figure it out yourself.
Callously refuses simple favor. Example 2.
Will you watch my kids for a few hours so I can run some errands?
I'm not your babysitter. Hire someone if you're so desperate.
Cruelly rejects request. Example 3.
I worked hard to make dinner for us to share tonight.
This food is terrible. You wasted your time. I'm ordering takeout.
Devalues person A's efforts. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Do not accept their devaluing perspective. Nurture positive thoughts and self-worth independent of exploiters. Grandiosity and exaggeration. Example 1.
I did well on my exam.
That's awesome. I got the top score in the whole university on mine.
Exaggerates accomplishments. Example 2.
I got a promotion at work.
Congratulations. I became CEO of my company last year.
One-ups with grandiose claims. Example 3.
I'm proud of running a 5K last week.
That's cute. I run ultra marathons in record time.
Boasts unrealistic feats. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. Seneca. True power lies in self-mastery, not exaggerated accomplishments used to prop up ego, envy, and devaluation. Example 1.
I'm so excited to go on a trip to Hawaii.
Hawaii is overrated. You'll probably just be disappointed.
Puts down person A's experience out of envy. Example 2.
I'm thrilled to be starting a new relationship.
Don't get your hopes up. Most relationships fail within a year.
Disparages person A's happiness begrudgingly. Example 3.
We got our dream house.
Just wait until something needs repaired. It will end up being a nightmare.
Reacts with resentment and negativity. Resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for your enemies to die. Seneca. Rise above envy's devaluation. It harms only your serenity, not the envied. 10. Lying and excuse making. Example 1.
Where were you last night? You didn't come home.
I told you I had to work late.
Lies about whereabouts. Example 2.
Why didn't you do the chore? I asked.
I was going to, but I got busy with something else urgent.
Makes up excuse. Example 3.
Why did you cancel our plans last minute?
Something came up with my family and I had to reschedule.
Fabricates reasons for letting person A down. A lie has speed, but truth has endurance. Seneca. Speak your truth with courage. Deceit may obscure, but cannot destroy what is real. Arrogance and boasting. Example 1.
I did well on my presentation today.
Obviously, I'm an expert public speaker. I could give a TED Talk in my sleep.
Arrogant, boastful response. Example 2.
I'm proud of my promotion at work.
About time they recognized your talents. I saw VP potential in you from the start.
Takes credit egotistically. Example 3.
I made a healthy home-cooked meal tonight.
With the top-notch culinary education I gave you, how could you go wrong?
Haughtily claims superiority. It is proof of a base and low mind for one to wish to think highly of himself. Epictetus. Beware arrogance masking insecurity. Humility and wisdom walk hand in hand. Martyrdom and guilt trips. Example 1.
I'm going to visit a friend this weekend.
So you're just going to leave me all alone even though you know I've been depressed.
Guilt trip. Example 2.
I can't loan you money right now.
How can you deny me after all I've done for you over the years?
Portrays self as martyr. Example 3.
I need some time to myself tonight.
After everything I sacrificed for this relationship, you can't even be there for me. Weaponizes their suffering.
The most important relationship you will ever have is your relationship with yourself. Seneca. Prioritize self-care over martyrdom's guilt trips. You cannot help others without helping yourself first. Idealization and devaluation. Example 1.
I love you.
You're the most perfect, brilliant partner ever.
Idealizes person AE. Next day.
You're completely useless and make my life miserable.
Devalues person a very next day, sometimes after even 10 minutes. Example 2.
Let's spend the day together.
Being with you is magical.
Idolizes the relationship. Later.
I'm so bored of this stale relationship.
Demeans the relationship. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth. Marcus Aurelius. Stay open and centered amid idealization and devaluation. Your worth remains unchanged. As we conclude today's discussion, I'm curious, which narcissistic statements could you relate to? How do you typically respond when faced with these behaviors? If there are any manipulative tactics or coping strategies we didn't cover, please share them in the comments below, and we can explore them further in the next video. Your perspectives and insights are so valuable for this community. By sharing your experiences, we can gain a deeper understanding and provide support on the journey of healing. I look forward to continuing the conversation. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it so we can reach more people who may benefit from these concepts. Your involvement means so much. Thank you for being a part of this compassionate space.